Can make a run. James Williams, Kevin Scott, Brian Forte, our officials. A veteran crew has got us started at Little Caesars Arena. Sort of bottom of the league in those categories, but they get to the rim, get to the free throw line. They're going to assert their will in the paint. Deep one, Suggs, and it goes right on cue. You say they're not great.
Find their rhythm here early.
That was something that you brought up, especially with Jamal Mosley. He felt like that could have been an advantage for their team, just the rhythm versus the potential rust. No rust from Duncan Robinson as he knocks down a triple. Paolo Banchero in that play-in win over Charlotte, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, averages 28 points per game in his playoff career. Suggs is 2 for 2 from the outside. 13th in defensive rating and right in the middle of the pack in pace as well. Early post up, it's Banchero, and it's a deuce.
And I like that. He's being exactly an anchor, yes. But bringing in those vets to help with this young core, paying off.
Pick and pop, Banchero, no hesitation for 3.
Yeah, when he doesn't hesitate, when he's decisive, either catch and shoot, drive, or pass, he's at his best.
And Suggs just picked the pocket. He'll take it coast to coast. 8 early points for Jalen Suggs, and he's letting them hear it in Detroit. 61 games of the season. He did get granted that waiver, so he is eligible for postseason awards. Bain with 2 fouls, but that jump shot is pretty.
What a season. Has to be an MVP consideration.
Oh, Jalen Suggs is everywhere to start this first quarter, and he gets to that loose ball. Numbers the other way. It's Wagner ahead of the pack, and he's got it, plus the foul.
And you see
in the second half of the season, played just 34 games this year. It averaged nearly 21 points when he was out there. Cunningham's got it. It's a 3. Has checked in, second-year man out of Colorado. No drive and kick. Suggs will try again. Can't hit that time. Rebound fought forward, taken by Cunningham. Leak out. Suggs couldn't get back, and Thompson's there.
Bad court balance.
18 of 20 games after the All-Star break. Back down on Banchero versus Cunningham. That's 2 number 1 overall picks, and Banchero wins the battle. Thompson on the move. Herter sets the feet and throws the 3.
That was a great setup there by
2 teams that were towards the bottom of the league in that category. Black on the short roll, lob it up, and Carter does the rest.
And that's the luxury right there. That's unconventional screen and rolls. You have Black as the roller, a point guard able to make a play with a beautiful pass inside to Carter.
All 5 starters have now scored for Orlando. Cunningham, long stride for the deuce. Orlando wasting no time. Suggs goes right at LeVert. The hoop and harm. Really followed him to St. John's, went undrafted, and went from 2-way player to 2-year standard contract. As Matase has the follow on the slam. Average 19 or more points, 10 or more rebounds, and shoots 60% or better from the floor. Tough one. Off the heel for Bain. Back tap. Holland got there first. Running with Harris. Harris to the right. And maybe next week as well, depending on how long this series goes after they went 7 2 years ago. And the Orlando and Cleveland series, Wagner can't finish. They will not be speaking all that much outside of the game. The perfect delivery for Jenkins.
Way to clean it up. Way to clean it up.
I appreciate you. I do work for a living. Banchero, give it up last second for Jamal Cain.
Banchero's so good. When he gets into the paint, just makes the right read. Beautiful pass.
Duran, went right into Carter. Absorbed the contact, and Duran is finally on the board. They learned last year, certainly J.B. Bickerstaff's team learned last year, that one bad possession in the first quarter could ultimately cost you in a series where every possession matters.
And how the referees are officiating the game.
Turnover, Kane threw it right to Green. Thompson, the attack, over the top, turnover. Banchero against Green. On the attack. The pull. And he connects from the mid-range.
Yeah, he's feeling it right now.
He is a one-man super smash. Green draw a couple. Cunningham forced the issue. That's what's going to finish. A number of his teammates and friends got drafted into the NFL. Thompson running. Herter couldn't finish it? Thompson does. Approaching 3 minutes to play in this first half. Magic shooting the ball 43%, and it's Banchero. Money on a triple.
Yeah, money indeed. You know, they played earlier in the week in Philadelphia. He was
Orlando 5 of 19 from 3. Detroit 5 of 15 from the outside. The cross. Banchero lost the basketball. Cunningham, the Euro finish for the lead. Bane evades. Sprays. Wagner. 3-ball.
once again.
The little details end up adding up. Every possession feels like it holds so much weight in the playoffs. And another great start by Orlando. Banchero, 17 first half points. He's got 8 rebounds, knocking on the door of another playoff double-double. It's Bane on the pull, and he gets the roll on that mid. Right over the top. Robinson thought about it. Duran hands it for Cunningham. Downhill, Harris. Nearly lost it. Robinson, automatic.
It's so important.
Cunningham just always feels like he's under control. Gets to his spot. This time it's Harris for 3.
Harris had missed.
Nearly 5 minutes gone in the third. Orlando had built it back up to a legit lead, and Cunningham responds and ties the game. Anthony Black in the game. Back for Bane. Cunningham couldn't get there fast enough, and Desmond Bane buries it. 4 first-round picks and a pick swap, along with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Cole Anthony. They're hoping that he could be one of the missing pieces as Duran gets right to work. All that to say, I would love your experience on this as well.
I don't know Olivia's in charge.
Well, I would definitely love your experience on that. Oh! The turnaround slam! Carter with a... Banchero on Harris. Skip pass. Open man. It's Black. It's a triple! Orlando and the ball short. Good closeout there by Banchero. Might have got a piece of arm, though. And it's Black going coast to coast with a finger roll. Jenkins crowded by Da Silva. Bouncer for Cunningham. That's nearly a stop. He beat Bataze to the spot. Trying to get it back for Cunningham, and they do. With 8 on the clock. He'll rip through. Cunningham will dance. Cunningham will fire. And hit. Here in game 1. 23 points for Cunningham, 23 for Banchero. Cade couldn't get that one to go. Leak out by Bane. Looking to beat Jenkins to the spot, and he banks it home. The angle from Bane in 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, and 08. Wagner over the top of Harris.
And when I read that stat last night while I was studying in preparation of the game, I couldn't believe that. 10 straight at home. Incredible.
It is hard to fathom. They have not won a playoff game in this building, Little Caesars Arena. As that floater goes. Now they'll reset. Jenkins got to the rim, got it back, hooks it inside. Robinson pump. Robinson 3. 10 to shoot for Suggs. And the early 11 has been quiet since. Until that 3. A silencer from Carter. Da Silva makes up for the 3-ball.
And just a great pass. Carter is so good in that short work.
Approaching the midway point of the fourth. Orlando led by as many as 13. Bane, Carter, and a finish.
Bane just turning that corner.
50% from the floor. 5 rebounds and 4 assists as well. Fader, and Bane delivers.
And I'll tell you what, that was great defense there. Isaiah Stewart gets a beautiful contest, but what a shot by Bane.
Cunningham, bully ball.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Who got them started in this fourth quarter. Back down on Cunningham. 10 to shoot. Wagner physical. Wagner forces his way for another deuce.
And he kind of just great rebound by Bane.
Numbers the other way. Wagner, lob it up. Suggs does the rest. He guides it home.
How about that? The goal.
1:10 to play. Detroit has one final gasp. Across from Cunningham. Gets in the paint and flips it home. back to shoot. Wagner goes to work. Got it inside for Carter. And Carter banks it home. Could be the final. With a good ball denial on Harris. They finally do get it to Harris on the outside. But a knock away. Leak out. Carter. Exclamation point.
And Noah's fit.
Get it across this half-court line. Came in with a ton of confidence after the win in the play-in. 121-90 over Charlotte. And a wire-to-wire victory for the first time under Jamal Mosley. The Magic have won a road playoff game.
I be feeling like the man when I walk through. I ain't stunning what you saying when I walk through. I got all these hoes staring when I walk through. I done made a few bands on the walk through. Watch me, hey, why me walk through? Watch me, hey, why me walk through?